All right, what's going on, family? This is Paul McMillan II, and welcome to a live New York session on NAS100, and it is Friday, November 12th, 2021. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually mark up this pair, um, basically using basic market structure, and then we're going to be using institutional imbalances and the Delorean EMA indicator to make our decision on when to buy and sell. So let's go ahead and get started here. So first thing we're going to do is mark up market structure from the 15-minute to the 4-hour time frame. All right. And that's as far as it's going to let us go. So let's go ahead and put our vertical line here. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start marking up our basic market structure. Okay. So we're going to start from the bottom here. So I can see this is pretty much some good structure here. Price bounced against this support at least 2 to 3 times. By the third time, didn't even touch it, and it made this impulsive imbalance here. So this is a good move. So we're going to change this to yellow. I'm going to mark this. Let me pause this recording real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we marked up this zone here. So this is a good zone. And then what we're going to do is we're going to mark up this zone right here as well. Okay, then we're going to go up to here. And we're going to mark up, let's see, mark up this area here. See a good area, possibly right up here. And this is pretty good here. And then we'll do it up to here. All right. Now that I have pretty much a lot of it marked up on the 15-minute, this is where we're going to draw supply demand zones. Okay. Again, this session is recorded, so you'll be able to watch this over and over again, so that way you can get the gist of exactly what we do. Okay. So here's the reason why we mark everything up from the 15-minute to the 4-hour. And the reason why we go back in time. Number one, this gives you ability to really understand how price moves on supply and demand. So that way, when you look in the past, you get an idea of what price more likely is going to do in the future. You'll never really know 100% what price is going to do, but you will get an idea. So that's really the most important thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and change the coordinates of these zones, so that way we can have a stretch out just across our screen here. So that way when we get the current price after marking everything up, we can see where price is interacting. All right. So we're going to change all of this here. So just bear with me, guys. I'm doing all this now, then we're going to move on to the 30-minute. All right. So now we got all this marked up. So now we're going to move on to the 30-minute here. So now we're going to go full screen here. We're going to start on the 30. So then what I'm going to do is just take my vertical, my vertical line. We'll put it here, right? Then we're going to mark up market structure, starting from here. Change this up to green. Might be able to bring this down to here. Do it to here. Yeah, we can do it like that. Now we're going to start marking up this market structure. We're going to make these zones clear green so that way we can tell which zone it is. Here. Yep. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to start changing the coordinates to these, and then we'll move on to the 1 hour. Hopefully my computer doesn't run out. All right, so I'll get these zones here, and then we'll move on to the 1 hour. Excuse me. So right. Here we go. So we marked up the 30 minutes. So now we're going to move on to the 1 hour. All right. Same old routine. So then vertical line here. Then we're going to mark up the market structure up in this area. So here's a perfect one. We'll make this red. There. Yep, there we go. So now we want to mark up all this here. There we go. And up here. So now we're going to change the coordinates to these. right? So now we got the 1 hour marked up. So now let's go see what's going on with the 4 hour. See how we got everything marked up all the way to this point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in and mark up this. Now, as we can see, price was overbought here. So we could definitely overbought in this area. So we know that there's definitely a zone up in here. So, so I definitely put one here. We'll make this red as well. Ain't gonna hurt. Mark up a zone up here. And then put another one, say down to here. And then mark up a zone right here as well. We'll see where it lies when we get to the 15-minute. So change the coordinates to these. All right, so we got Les in the building. That's good. All right. Now we got all our zones marked from the 4 hour to the 15 minutes. So now we're going to go to the 15-minute. And as you can see, the zones that I drew on the 15-minute fits perfectly with price. You can kind of see exactly what they're doing. So now we did the first step. So the second step is to identify the trend. So when we identify the trend, we want to figure out if price is going into an uptrend, is it going to a downtrend, is it consolidating? What do we see here? That nasty consolidation. But that means there's going to be a breakout soon. So the question is, where is it going to go? So when I see that price is in a consolidation, because see, price was trending upward until this point. Then it went scribble, scribble, scribble. It's kind of like, you know, if you doodle on a coloring book, scribble, scribble, right? So with consolidation, the next thing I do is I turn on my higher high and lower low strategy indicator. And I locate the most recent high, the most recent low. And this is where I actually put horizontal lines here. And the reason why I do that is because I use those horizontal lines to alert me when price breaks or retest any of those areas. Okay. So then I turn it off. So this is what I have here. So I'm going to actually make these purple. No, I'll take that back. I'll make a supply, I'll make a supply demand zones, breaking retests. Let me see here. All right. So then the question is, which way is price going to break? So we'll see at 9:30. So then, no, this is another indicator that I've been using. I'll show you exactly how to get access to it. So when you go to indicators, I've been using this since Epic days. It was a substitution for 20 pip and dip indicator. It's the higher high and lower low risk strategy indicators. This one here. So higher high, lower low strategy. Okay. You don't have to pay for that. That's free. What it does is, you know, it lets you know the higher highs. It kind of gives you market structure. And that's what I kind of use to identify my break and retest before I kind of make my decision. So then the very next thing I do is I identify that higher high lows. This is when I turn on the order block indicator. Okay. So now the very first thing I like to look for is I like to look for the imbalances, and then also like to look at exactly what price, which impulsive move created those imbalances. So as you can see with this imbalance, this was actually caused by this up move here, and then this up move here. So eventually they're going to have to come back down to fill this imbalance. At least, 50% of this, or maybe even the whole thing, possibly bring price all the way down to here and make it oversold before they actually create an all-time high. Now, funny thing about it is the indicator is not picking up any other imbalances, but I still see some. And that's the best part when there's imbalances up here. So let me actually zoom out. I might zoom out a little bit more so we can see. There we go. So we see all kinds of imbalances in here as well that this whole downtrend created. So then what we're going to do is we're going to start drawing zones around these imbalances, because then we'll know exactly where price is probably going to hit next if it hits it. So I put a horizontal line. Now, when we look at recent price, and this is one thing I learned from our Tradenology education, is that you look at supply demand zones, you want to look at, when it comes to mitigation and institutional, you want to look for the last sell candle, and you want to look at the last buy candle, okay? Because then that lets you know that eventually price is going to come back to mitigate that area. So I'll give you a perfect example. So like right here, this was the last buy candle before price sold down. So if you were a bank or an investor, you put in a buy, then also price sold, you would be in negative, I don't know how much money. So if you were a bank, you would be negative billions, maybe trillions of dollars. But if you're a bank and you also put in a sell order, you would be a massive profit. But you would have to bring price back to drop off that buy you put in that didn't go. So just because I even see that, so I'll give you a perfect example. So notice even right here, right? They did a buy, but lost a lot of money sending price down, even though they made money with another order selling. So they had to bring price back to mitigate this area, which they did. Came back and then sold all the way down. So let me save my progress so I don't lose it. So when we look at this recent price here, this is the last sell candle. So they bought price up, but there was a lot of sell orders that didn't get filled. So they're eventually going to have to bring price back to mitigate all of this area here, which I believe they're probably going to maybe sell this price all the way down here before making it overbought, or they possibly could buy price all the way up and create an all-time high, and then maybe eventually bring it back down here. But honestly, I really think they're probably going to have to fill this first before they buy it back up again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to also mark up these imbalances just in case the price does buy up, then we know what we're doing. So I'm going to actually draw small zones here. Yeah, I can see it. Yep. Sell off here and then bottom back up here. So even with this sell off, they'll probably bring it back up to here. So small zone here. I'm going to stretch all this out. All right. So now that we kind of marked that up, so this is where this is where it gets fun. So now the very next thing I do is I start planning my trades. So this is when I bring out my risk to reward tools. So this is going to be my entry for the sell. And price break and retest and goes down to this first take profit and then maybe the second one. I'm going to try to mitigate this area. But if price end up buying, then I put another risk to reward tool up here. And so this will be my entry. Say this the the stop loss. First take profit, I probably would just take it all the way up. Well, no, I probably would take it up to this zone here. So that would be, I know that's going to be a bag. Matter of fact, my first take profit would be at least 200, maybe 300 pips. I'll just put it right here. Second take profit would just be up here. Maybe third take profit there. Now, first take profit would be for the sell, would be this one. If they only fill 50%, how many pips is that? Yeah, that's a good one. That's 400. That'll be a bag. Then I'll make the second one at this point, which will be a very good bag as well. So then stop losses here. Go. And this is, I believe this is TP1. Yeah. Make this TP2. I want to start setting my take profit zones and alerts in a minute. But this is what I'm going to actually do. The reason why I do it this way is because when you click on the risk to reward tool and price is breaking or retesting and it's going the direction you want to go and it's confirmed, you can put in your stop loss and take profit all up in here because they're going to have it ready for you instead of you trying to look for price and try to look for it. It's right there. Just go ahead and just put it in and it's ready. So that's the next thing. So then the very next thing I do after this is I turn on the Delorean EMA indicator. And then I wait for the official cross. Doesn't look like, it looks like it has crossed a little bit here. Yeah, so there is an official cross here. So you never know, price might buy up. They might decide to buy it up, create an all-time high, and then bring price eventually back down to here, or they might sell it. But see, one thing I noticed as well is even in this consolidation, it's a possibility because we see a lot of huge sells here. So it's a possibility. I mean, this is a lower low, lower high, and then it's a consolidation. You never know, they might actually sell it because it looks like it's actually in a downtrend, even though it's in consolidation. So we'll see. So I might say that they probably might, buy it up, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bring price down to here and mitigate this area first. So I'm just letting you guys know what could happen, but we need to wait for it. So we'll wait until after 9:30. It's 8:27. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and set my take profit zones and my alarms. So let's see. I'm trying to fit the screen so that way you guys can see it. All right, so let me go ahead and set up my take profit zones here. Go to my folder. There we go. So NAS is clearly the most recent support. Set that. It's going to let me know when the price break and retest. That's going to go here. Cross it down. One bar per close. All right. That's done. Close most recent resistance. Close enough, close above. Just for the record, guys, I'm not putting in no order until after 9:30. I don't care if price shoots all the way up here. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. Not yet. Learning my lesson. Let's see. And then here. So this is gonna be for the first take profits here. It's gonna be 365 plus. I need to put that. It's labeled the right way. How many pips is this one? This is going to be over 2,000 plus pips. Or if it hits that, like Chris says, but we'll see. So now I'm going to turn my attention to the take profit zones here. It's a horizontal array, so this is going to be TP1. I'm just saying 200 plus maybe. Set the alarm for this. Cross it now. Cross it down. TP2. Now we got all those set. What I gotta do, next I gotta do here. Okay, yeah, I set it right, TP2. So that's it, we got our alarm set. So now we just need to wait and see which way price is gonna go. So what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna do this. That way we can kind of zoom in. That's good enough because that way we can see if it hits take profit one, then if it goes up, if it buys up further, we can move the screen. But you guys will kind of see, yeah, this is probably good. We'll keep the screen like this for now. So now, let's see, let's do that. Can you guys let me know in the chat if you guys can see the price really well? Can you guys see price? Just let me know in the chat, or you can let me know off mute if you guys can see it. Good. Just trying to zoom in good enough. Wonder. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom in now. Let me see. Yeah, this should be fine. As the price goes a certain direction, I can always adjust. Can you guys see it now? I just don't want to zoom in too much to where we don't see the take profits. First take profit is going to be here. Then if it goes up higher, we can just always, I can always just zoom out. First take profits down here. Okay, Chris, can you see the movement as well? Just let me know if you do. Let me see here. But yeah, we'll just do it like this. So what we'll do at this point is We're going to wait until 9:30, so that's about an hour from now. That's when price is going to bust. So let me see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just pause this recording. And then once we get to 9:30, then we're going to see exactly what price does. And then we're going to take it from there. One more thing I want to do. Let me do this. I might change these two. Maybe wait for the breakout. Maybe here. Maybe adjust it here. And maybe bring it down. Not that one. Whoops. Maybe bring it down to this might still be good. And then I'll just bring this up to here. Yeah, yeah, we'll deal with that. And we'll see which way price break and retest first. And then we'll just take it from there. First take profit there. If price breaks and retests. Let me bring this up. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. How far do we have to go before it's 200 from here? Let's see. I really could have put my first take profit right here if I wanted to. Let me do that. If price goes down further, then I can move the screen. So yeah. That way I don't have to keep on moving it too much. We can just see which way it goes. So yeah, so I'm gonna pause this recording. See what happens at 9:30. Be right back. Here. All right, so it looks like price is buying up, but we need to wait for the next candle to close above before we even consider buying up, because we're not going to get caught on no fake out. So we'll wait and see. 9:30 is going to be the official time to where price gets really volatile and is really ready to go. So we'll just wait and see. So we'll be right back. All right, so we'll wait for the next candle to close above. It looks like it possibly might be buying up. So we've got about a minute left. We'll see what happens. The next candle closes above and continues to push up, then we probably might go ahead and just buy up. Possibly. So we'll see. We really want to wait for 9:30. I might just wait for the 9:30 bell. So we'll see.
To break out of the zone and
yeah,
tell you what it's going to do.
It might be dropping. $21, $24, $25 of profit. Yeah, it's dropping. Look at this.
It's dropping like it's hot.
Let me share my phone screen. I'm going to close my first partial.
Okay, good, good.
Hey, Leslie, your time frame you like to trade at is what?
I've been doing the 5 and the 1.
Dang, man, it went back up a little bit more, but it might be dropping. Hold on.
Because I'll look at the 5 to see what direction it's going, and then when I see it, I'll go on the 1 and see where the 50 is in relation to where the price is. If it's crossing the 50 and everything is looking like it's going in that
right then and there, playing around. All right, it's dropping some more. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and close my first partial. Then I'm at 60. Let me do this. So 0.4. Dang, it went back, man. I was trying to get it. Okay, 33. Give me at least 40, maybe 50. Let's go. There we go, 54. Go back up to 54 for a minute. Come on now.
There we go. It's your first TP.
Okay, 54. Okay, so I got it. Yep, it's dropping. So let me share my phone screen real quick. Ooh, it's dropping. Ooh, buddy. Some told me they was gonna try to mitigate that area. So let me see.
Yeah. That's that imbalance?
Yeah, that's imbalance. And so you can see I made 54. So another huge win.
Oh, yeah, you
Not too many
quick to focus
losses.
that.
And then still my other partial trade is at $20. So now let's see.
Like it.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go. Go have me laughing like the penguin up in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So then I'm gonna share my phone screen and I'm gonna close a final trade. Let's go.
That thing shooting down.
I knew they was gonna do it. That's why I didn't catch that.
You don't want to trail it at this point, Paul?
You know what? Let me do that. Let me do that.
You better be quick for that thing.
How do you trail it on the phone? That's
You gotta put it in manually, right? That's what I do.
Because I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Because I'm Bruce Wayne. Let's see. Stop loss 16036.6. Bam.
Yeah.
But it's dropping.
Yeah,
even.
oh, you have to keep putting the numbers in.
Take profit, smash, boy. Let's go.
You have to keep putting the numbers in to trail it, or
yeah, in this case. But see, in this case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it even closer, and then I'm gonna take that drop. So let me modify this one.
Yeah, Leslie. So you just once like on the computer, he's finding where he want to. He's finding where he want to put his stop loss at.
0.1.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm a
he goes
lot closer.
back to the MetaTrader and puts it in.
Look at this. Look at this. It's still going. No, I'm gonna put a real. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna wait.
Is that how you do for you, Leslie? Is that how you've been doing it, or you do yours different?
I don't trade on the phone. That's why I was asking, because
you don't trade on the phone.
I thought you did, Leslie.
I computer.
It took it hit my stop loss. So let me show. So we hit the first take profit here. Bam. So now we're gonna show the profits. Then I'm gonna stop the recording before my computer becomes a hater and freezes.
That's wild, Leslie. I never knew that. I thought you use your phone.
Yeah. And on the computer, you can set a trailing stop, and it does it on its own, and you just watch it. So you watch the trailer, the stop loss. You'll watch the stop loss follow the price.
So this is what
what platform?
This is what I did right there. Boom.
Yeah. MT4.
First partial trade, second one. And that thing's still dropping.
Good job, bro.
Appreciate it. I'm going to stop this recording before my computer becomes a hater, and then all of a sudden my screen blacks out. Come on, man.